I have two.
All right, I'm at 680 Manor Drive in Taylor Mill, Kentucky. Doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, bellies, anything that may be of concern to the buyer. The access point is the rear center stack between the toilet and the stationary tub. We're going to try to go from the PVC clean out above so that we don't have to remove the cast iron or the brass cap out of the cast iron line. So you can see here is the stack and there is the clean out. Leave a little bit of copper in the middle and it goes into cast iron. Now I'm just going to see if we can get it to make this turn. And there we go. So, should be cast iron under the floor, and then it should go out and possibly turn to clay once it exits the house. There it is. It's got too many damn turns. Okay. So, trying to see if it'll make all these turns. Okay, we got it to move. Looks like some grease buildup on the top there. Maybe some mineral deposits. It's kind of tough to see. We'll hopefully be able to take a look at that a little better on the way back. So, we got a little bit of a belly here, but we're going to try to push out as far as we can because I think this is right where it transitioned to clay, and so it's kind of pretty normal actually to find a little low spot there at the transition between the cast iron and clay. It's where the line leaves the house, and so a little bit of water there is not an issue, especially if it's not full of solids in any way. Just hoping we can get all the way out to the main. Looks like this may have been lined. This doesn't look like it's a really, either that or it's a really, really light clay. Normally when it's lined you can see like a part number or skew on the inside of the line, and I didn't see a clean out. This would also, they would have to have access to be able to do this, but it looks awfully white to be clay or any other material. I may have gone past it and maybe I didn't see the clean out, because there would most likely be an outside clean out that would allow access for that, because they need a larger diameter to be able to get to that. So continue pushing, but I think this has been lined. Another really minor belly there. The camera lens is only about a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe, so that little bit of water is not a concern. It's very minor. is a clean out above. So I'm going to try to actually pause the video. I'm going to go locate this spot, see if I can get into it, because I believe this is a PVC clean out, and so it may give me an opportunity to go both directions from outside, and if I can't make it all the way to the main from here, we'll have a secondary entry point. So I'm going to pause the video and locate. Alright, so I actually dropped a little bit of grass in there when I uncovered the clean out. Not a problem, obviously, but it just I did uncover the clean out. So it looks like what they did here was they dug up, put a clean out in out there, and looks like they may have lined the sewer line in both directions from that point, and that's why I was seeing that liner. So we're going to see if we can get, you know, all the way down, but if not, I'll be able to make a move, and I'll be able to make a move and go from that secondary entry point. So we're going to hope that we can get, that we're not all that far from the main, and with it going downhill, we won't have much to worry about. So you have another little small belly here to worry about, especially since it's been lined. That may have been why it was lined, either that or tree roots. The fact that my camera is still staying above it indicates that, you know, it's not much of one anyway. Really not even worth mentioning. Down through here, this is great. Look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see how much pitch this has on it. 1% is minimum. It's what a lot of them have. So 10% drop here is pretty good. Maybe this one was replaced, because I have seen some seams, and normally with liners you don't see those broken seams like that. Like this. Kind of hard to see whether that is the liner or whether that is just the connection of the pipe. So I'm going to actually run a little bit of water here to see if that helps run the see if it helps carry that the camera downstream a little bit. Will take a minute. I'm not 121 feet, so it's going to take a minute for the camera for the water to get to the camera. Excuse me. But so far, I haven't found anything in the line of any concern, which is good. A couple low spots, but not enough to even make the report. They're minor enough to where they're barely covering the lens on the camera, or not even covering the lens. And like I mentioned, that camera is about ½ an inch off the bottom of the pipe, and this should be at least a 4-inch. So the line looks really good. So you can see that 18% drop is pretty heavy, so that's why there's no water sitting in here at all. So now we're just hoping that this water gets down here soon, so it'll help kind of push that camera along a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to make it all the way to the main without having to make a move. There we go. There we go. It's already kind of pushing the camera a little bit. So right. Should be getting really close to the main here. There we are. That's all we got, but I believe that's the main right in front of us. You can see the opening and the cross. This is actually perfect. And so you can see that line right across the center of the screen. That is the water running by at the main. So we are right at the main. This is perfect. Ran out of stick just in time, but we did. We made it all the way down to the main, which is good, and everything looked great. We'll pull back here, and we'll continue recording, obviously. But I'm going to try to be able to move the camera a little, or the monitor a little closer to me, because of where I have to be. It's a little weird angle to try to get this camera back. So I'm going to turn the water off, and I will pull back, but I don't really see anything. Didn't see any major issues at all. Didn't really see any issues at all. Problem now is going to be trying to pull this thing back, because I have to pull uphill so far. I'm hanging at like a 90-degree angle almost, or at 45, I mean. So, even though the line's a little ugly, just because it's got some coating on it, it actually looks really good. The line looks great structurally. We only have a few feet of clay, which is good.
that the camera here is getting a little hazy. And we've already inspected all this on the way out. It was all in good shape. So as we get closer, hopefully we can go. Belly here. It's actually because there's still water running through it. And I guarantee that's why they so that was actually not even above the camera lens when there wasn't water flowing in it. So I actually just think this line was replaced at some point. Maybe they lined upstream. Just like that. That's not even worth mentioning there. The camera lens is so small that any kind of water coverage gets it. Back in the cast iron, and even the cast iron looked really good. It doesn't look like it's too channeled or anything like that. There's not much of it. There's only like 10 to 15 feet of it, and this is all about 10 feet of cast iron, and it all looks really too. Really no. Nothing to mention. Yeah, the line looked great. I did uncover the clean out in the rear also, so I will put a flag on that. We'll make sure that that's plugged up, but the line looked great. No structural issues. There was a tiny belly at like 65 feet, which isn't even, I won't even put it on the report because it's not, it's just a little low spot holding maybe a half an inch of water, which in a sewer is nothing. And the line's got so much drop on it also that it's great. The line's flowing open and free, and no solid buildup, or I don't even think there's a possibility of it, just because of the pitch of the entire line is so great. So line looks good. No issues at all, so I'll mark that clean out, and in case you ever need access to it, but that'll end the inspection at 680 Manor Drive in Taylor Mill, Kentucky.